What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Boss Talk with Akeema. I'm your girl Akeema, and we're gonna go ahead and start. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and say welcome back if you're a returning listener, and if you're a new listener, what's up? Follow, subscribe, do all that thing. And if you're an old listener, you haven't did that, come on, you stop lying. Go ahead and do that too. So y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get into the boss check-in, and y'all, this week was. Whew, it was a little hectic. I had got sick or whatever, and I just wasn't really feeling good. I was manic. I ran out of pills. I was just all over the place, like literally. But towards the end of the week, I was able to catch the manic phase. I was able to hurry up and arrange to get my medications, and then the medications I did have, I just continued to take them as I was supposed to, and then eventually started feeling better. Now I feel amazing. So that's just typical bipolar BS that you gotta deal with, and y'all so freaking lucky that if you don't have freaking bipolar, because bro, it's like living like a roller coaster of ups and downs and happiness and sadness. So yeah, that was my week, but you know what? By the end of the week, it was really good, and yeah, that's all that matters. So so that was the boss check-in. I hope y'all week went just as good as mine. But yeah, let's get in. Y'all, I'm looking down, y'all. First of all, y'all know I'm partially blind, so I had to write some notes. I want to be more into it and stuff like that. So I want to write notes. All right. So next, what we're going to do is our next segment, which is Thoughts with the Boss. Y'all, it's a lot been going on, but I only talk about what I think is important. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of celebrity news and all that stuff. Look, they already rich. They got their stuff together. We not them. You know what I'm saying? We on our own stuff. We worry about our own stuff. We have to worry about our day to day. They don't have to worry about if their light's about to get cut off, or if they got enough money to feed their child, or pay their bills or feed their child. They're rich, and then they get richer when we keep supporting them, which is what should happen. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? They're not doing nothing bad. They're doing what they did because some of them were in our place before. You know what I'm saying? So don't think I'm talking down. But what I am saying is, it's more important stuff that I care about in life that's going on, like the state of the economy. And right now, I'm not making this political. I'm not bringing up no names. I'm not bringing up no nothing. I'm just bringing up what I see in the facts. With all these tariffs. I told y'all about the tariffs and how the tariffs messed everything up because, it charged other countries more to ship products here. And then all of a sudden, they're not going to pay that money. So they're going to charge. So whatever that 10, 15, 20%, they're going to put that on top of whatever they were sending for whatever the price was. And then we as consumers were the ones who had to pay that extra. Eggs is up. Like, I'm looking at stuff that used to be like $4, $5, $3. And I'm looking like, bro, what is going on, bro? Like, listen, it's hard for everybody out here. Like, I can't imagine. I got one income from being a veteran, right? But, and my stuff is a certain amount. And I'm struggling. So I can't imagine people that, one, don't make that or can't be able to guarantee make that and still out here trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard out here, bro. Like, it's hard out here for people. Like, people stealing. Like, bro, people are out here stealing. Just like Tupac said, y'all. And that's crazy that in the 30th year of his death, he's finally getting, a trial. But everything this man been saying, it's just been like, the truth. Everything he's been saying been the truth. Everything he's been saying has been the truth. Down from, when he was talking about, like, if the rich people in the house, we out here starving, at first we're going to be outside, we're going to knock on the door, we might do a little singing, hey, can I have some food? Just need some food. And then after that, after a couple of weeks, they ignoring us, then we're going to be like, boom, boom, we hungry. And then after weeks of, we go boom, 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 open this goddamn door, or as we coming in that motherfucker, we take everything. And then lastly, y'all want to ignore that? We unfreaking locking this goddamn door and we taking everything. And we motherfucker might be taking people out with the food. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's the type of everything. Tupac was so ahead of his freaking time to be 20. I think he was 23 when he died. That's what I'm saying. Everybody's here for a reason. A lot of us aren't meant, a lot of us aren't meant to get old. A lot of us aren't meant to be here for good. Example, Tupac. Just look at Tupac's life. Look at what he stood for. Look at the things that he used to say. Like changes, stuff like that. Dear mama, listen to that. Listen to what he's saying. Everything that he's saying is happening to this day. And that was back in the 90s, bro. We in 2026. You know what I'm saying? Shit is not changing. And you know, that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. But you know what? I do not agree with that because things will, things will never be the same. I don't know what he meant by that. Listen, what I'm saying is listen, I did some research today because I want to come with facts. I told y'all before, black people have came a long freaking way. Did I not tell y'all that? Okay, boom. Let me give y'all an example. Because the last time I was like, what has been 60, 70 years? Listen, the civil rights, black people, we got our civil rights back in 1964. Okay, that's when we were finally equal. Before that we weren't equal. It was Jim Crow, and before that it was slavery for 400 years. 400 damn years. Okay, that's centuries that we were. Centuries black people were freaking less than cattle, right? Okay. It's 1964, we got our civil rights to be equal. You know what I'm saying? 1965, we got our voters' rights. So now we can vote. That is 62 years, y'all. That's 62 years. We was down for over 400 years. We've only been free and had the same kind of, we had the same kind of stuff that we were allowed to have the same kind of stuff that, the white people have. And guess what? In them 62 years, we got black billionaires. We got black network. Sorry. We got black networks. We got black millionaires. We got freaking rappers and actresses and producers that's making millions. That's young, 20-something, 20. Listen, we worried about the wrong thing. Yes, we're upset. But we ain't more mad than fucking Martin Luther King now. We ain't more mad than our freaking ancestors that was fucking slaves. And don't look at me like that. I'm light skinned, but them motherfuckers was back there too. I had some of them motherfuckers talk from the Virgin Islands, okay? I asked my grandma, did they have slaves in St. Thomas? She said, yeah. And I asked her, was she one of them? I was 4, okay? God damn it. It's not my fault. I didn't know. And you know how kids is. We dumb as hell, and we don't got no filter. Anyway, moving on. 62 years, y'all. Look how far we've come. They're going to try everything. Look at Nolan Wells. How they did that boy. That boy stabbed that boy one time. If that shit was first degree murder, that nigga would have went to goddamn Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, and then ended it with Chucky on the top. If he really wanted to murder, first degree murder. It's like they don't even know the difference between all these little things that they be throwing. They know how to use it in the right context when it's white and all that. But when it's black people, it's always first degree, it's always capital, it's always thing. But for the same exact, and it could be, but for the same exact crimes, it ain't that way for the other fucking races. Especially the whites. And it's a lot of good whites. Trust me, I know one. My best friend is married to one. It's good whites. I've dated some. I had dated too. But my husband ain't gonna be black. Because I cannot deal, it was so weird trying to deal with white families. I felt so out. It ain't me. It ain't my thing. And I only did it because I had to run away from y'all for a little bit because I wanted to try something different. And I'm back. And I'm here to stay. Period. And talking about here to stay, I might have a little prospect. But it's too easy to tell, so I'm not even going to start talking about him yet. If he's meant to be, y'all will hear about him. Sorry, let me stay on track. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Nolan Wells, he stabbed that guy one time, but y'all talking about murder. And then they oh my God, he get a whole new legal team. He get a whole new, to look into the trial for a retrial, and they get denied. They take the other judge off of it, put a new judge on there, and then the same judge, no. he could get it retried, which he will. He's gonna get out. All that stuff that it's gonna come out. Brandon came out on God that his first legal team and the other guy team and the other girl and the other guy's legal team that died. They both agreed to keep stuff out, aka they found out the little white boy with the twins. God rest his soul. I have to say that, shit. Play fucking stupid games, you win fucking stupid prizes. He was like racist. He would like bully people. He would be beating up black people. That day they said that it was a text sent from his phone, from the guy who died phone to another one of his friends, talking about you need to kill that person. I don't know if he said nigga or whatever. I don't want that poop words in his mouth. And I'm all saying allegedly, but I'm gonna just say allegedly. But they were saying, because you got to protect yourself. Allegedly, they were saying that that he sent a text message and basically the guy was like go kill Buddy, and the guy was like Mexican or something like that. So the guy's a very violent guy. He have a criminal record, so they said, and they wanted all that not shown. So the jury ain't know nothing about none of that. They hid all that shit, and his and Nolan Wells' team agreed to it. It was a setup from the start. This how I knew Nolan Wells was going to jail. When before the trial started, they said this is not going to be this is going to be a quick trial. We're gonna try to be done with this within a week or like within. He gave a certain amount of days. How you so certain that you're gonna know in a certain amount of days that this is gonna be closed and open? To me, it's not like an open shut case to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyways. And then we like black people, bro. We keep getting done dirty, bro. But guess what? It's gonna get better. But guess what? We never gonna forget it's more names. You know what I'm saying? But we never gonna forget George Floyd, because him seeing that man on the floor, knowing that you can't breathe, and you're screaming to your mom that's passed away because for somebody to be on you and holding your breath and you're trying to tell them you can't breathe and they don't care and you dying and there's nothing you could do. Bro, I felt so bad watching that video. I'm just like, bro, I can't imagine. Like, cause you've been in a predicament. Say you playing back in the day or something like that, and you like telling somebody, hey, let me go first, bro. You choking me, and whatever. They say, oh, my bad. Imagine them not stopping and keep going, and you're yelling. And this is not no regular person. This is a police officer. You killed that man in cold freaking blood, bruh. Trayvon Martin. I'm so mad at myself with Trayvon Martin, bruh. Because I swore to God that man was about to go to jail. Because in my head, it wasn't no way he was getting off. It was sentencing day. It was a couple of seconds between sentencing. They looked at him. He was sitting there looking all pitiful and sad. And I'm just like, I remember the last thing come out of my mouth. I'm like, he made such a dumb decision. Like, he don't even know that he done ruin his life. I feel kind of bad. My dad immediately said, what? You feel bad for what? Soon as he said that, they said not guilty. And I stood up. My eyes was open. And I've never felt so ashamed. That day was the day that solidified my loss in the justice system with black people, for real. That was the last day I gave up. I was over with. You know what I'm saying? Philandro Castillo, I would never forget him. In the car with his child. No, sorry, his girlfriend's daughter in the back seat. She's 4. His girlfriend is in the passenger seat. He gets pulled over for a taillight or something like that, I think they said. And the police walks up to him. He says, hello, officer, whatever. I'm just letting you know I have a legal owned gun in the car. Seconds later, the police opened fire and shot him 5 times and killed him. They could have shot the baby. They could have shot the girlfriend who was in the passenger seat. They killed this man in cold blood. They so scared of us that us telling them that we have a gun is a threat and the gun ain't even in sight. Wait, it's around y'all? Oh my God. that broke my heart because I'm like, that's something I probably would have did. Like back in the day, being a responsible gun owner, like a police come and I'm like, hey, officer, I'm just letting you know, I do have a gun in the car or whatever. And then imagine the ignorant police doing that. Like, I'm like, brother, I will never tell you. You will have to find that bitch. If it's weapons in the car, I'll get out and you can see for yourself. I do not deny. I do not, what they be saying? I do not freaking agree or deny that there's a weapon in this car. But do you have a fucking, what's the reason of asking? Matter of fact, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even go, at this point, I'm not going back and forth with those police. We black. I do not agree or deny, but if you would like to check to see if there's a gun in the car, you are more than welcome. I'm not even arguing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to pull my phone, and I'm recording this whole time. Y'all, stop giving these people a reason. We don't have no, right now, we going to have rights in a couple of years. Right now, they don't give a damn. Act right with these police. Don't argue with them. Don't do no bullshit. They don't care. They will kill your ass. What, do you rather argue with the police or make it home? That's your choice, because I know mine. Y'all, we getting to that point. There's 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So let me see where we at. Like, all that stuff is just, and the thing about it, he was a school nutritionist, Castile, Philandro. He's a good person, and legal gun owner, murdered. That shit is crazy. And then the police got charged and acquitted of second degree murder, but got fired from the like where he was working. Like, come on, stop y'all. Like, this. It's okay, y'all. They doing this. They doing this like this for now, because this the last little power they got. This all they got. They gotta use. They gotta. Like when you gotta squeeze you want to squeeze every juice out that lemon. You just have to. That's all they doing now. Because guess what? It's only been 62 years, man. Give us some more. Let's see what another 20 gonna look like. Let's see what another 50. Let's see what another 100. Matter of fact, since y'all took 400, let's see how another 400 gonna look. Let's see how, like, where black people gonna be at when we there. Y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, stop stressing. We are culture. Pop culture is black culture. Back in the day, it was white people, it was rock and all that shit. Pop culture is black. All right, y'all, so we're going to go ahead and end it with the boss up plan for the week. My boss up plan is to continue to grow my page, because my page has been growing. I'm very excited. I'm growing my TikTok. TikTok going crazy. They loving me on there, even though I have a small following. It's starting to grow. When I'm not on there, people, been a couple of people like, girl, when you come back on and stuff. I just be giving out so much good energy on there. People just really like, be enjoying me. I don't give a damn. I be in that bitch talking to 3 people. Yes, so we in that motherfucker for like an hour, 2 hours. And, people coming in and out, of course. So, by the end, it's thousands of likes and people just laughing. And I'm just, just trying to inspire people. So I'm going to continue to do that. Y'all do what y'all have to do, because y'all got to remember, everybody's special. Even if you don't think you're special, you are special. And the reason I know you're special is because there was hundreds of millions of sperm trying to make it to that egg. You were the sperm to make it to the egg. We're all here for a good reason or a bad reason. But it's up to you, to decide what's your reason. My reason, I can't tell you what to do, but my reason is because of the second chance I have in life. I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to be positive, and I'm going to just keep going and achieve all the dreams that I know I always wanted to, because I can't be stopped. When you could find a positive in any negative, you can't be stopped, and I can't be stopped. So period. See y'all next week. Bye.